As we mentioned, today's shooting at former President Donald Trump's rally in Butler, Pennsylvania is a city about 40 miles north of downtown Pittsburgh.
Yeah, in fact, our Good Day New York's Robert Moses lived in the city of Butler for the first 2.5 years of his life. He was also born there. He joins us live now to talk about the area itself. So, Robert, I mean, you've spent nearly every holiday in Butler. You were even born at Butler Memorial Hospital. Talk to us about the community and also the political atmosphere in Butler.
Guys, it's good to see you both, although I wish not under these circumstances. Butler's a place that it's a second home for me. It's a place I know and love. It's a heavily Republican area. Just to give you a sense, in the 2020 election, nearly 2/3 of the county's voters voted for former President Trump. It's a place that prizes football and faith and family, maybe in that order. So to see the scenes from Butler Memorial Hospital, a place where I was born. My grandfather was a general surgeon there for 30+ years. I've walked those halls. So to see the former president's motorcade pulling away from that hospital was absolutely surreal.
And Robert, obviously, we imagine the news shocks you there. How do you think people down there are processing what happened today?
It's a shock. We were in touch with some family who wasn't actually there today at the rally, but knows some people who were there, and it is a shock. Again, this is a place that certainly supports the former president by and large. This was a very friendly crowd to him. This is a friendly area. To give you a quick vignette, my dad and I were making a drive back to Butler in the fall of 2016, and we both commented on the number of Trump yard signs that we saw. And that was kind of the first moment when we realized, wow, he really has a chance to win this election. Of course, we know he did win that election, and now he's trying to make it to the White House a second time. So this is a very, very friendly community for the former president.
Yeah, it certainly seems like it's one of those communities that welcomed the former president, just adding to that shock. You know, let's talk a little bit about the investigation and what you know about some of the key players in that area. You know, how are they now going to be working with the FBI, Secret Service? Kind of fill us in and give us some context on that.
Well, I have faith certainly in not only the Pennsylvania State Police, who we saw there, but also the local police in Butler. This is a well-trained police force. I've no doubt they're working hand in glove with the Secret Service on what is going to be a sprawling investigation. You know, I've driven past the Butler Farm Show where this happened, and this is a very rural area, pretty flat, pretty wide open. So clearly we'll have plenty of days ahead to scrutinize what could have happened, what could have been different. But these are wide open spaces where this took place today. And so obviously a lot going forward will be, if the former president does hold more of these outdoor rallies, how can they be secured? How do we make sure that no one gets on to an elevated position as the shooter today appears to have done?
Robert, we've got to leave the conversation there. Wish it was under better circumstances and we could learn about your hometown, but appreciate the insight.